Most people think that becoming rich is about working harder or saving more. They think it's about grinding away at a 9-to-5, pinching pennies, and hoping for the best. But let me tell you, that's not the whole picture. The truth is, the real difference lies in how the rich. It's about seeing money, risk, and opportunity through a different lens. It's about understanding the strategies and mindsets that can unlock true wealth. And that's what we're diving into today. Today, I'll show you 5 ways the top 1% think completely differently about money, risk, and opportunity, and how you can adopt the same mindset to transform your future. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I help you understand money the way the top 1% do, clearly, calmly, and practically. Hit subscribe and let's jump in. You know, we see it all the time. People chasing the latest gadgets, the flashiest cars, the most expensive clothes. It's easy to get caught up in that cycle of wanting more, bigger, better. But here's the thing, the wealthy, they think differently. While most people are out there chasing material possessions, the wealthy ask a different question: how can I free up my time? They understand that time is the most valuable asset, and they're not willing to waste it. Think about it. How much of your day is spent on things you do, things you don't necessarily enjoy but feel obligated to handle? The rich, they've figured out a way around that. They pay for convenience, they outsource tasks they're not good at or don't enjoy. They're not afraid to hire help, whether it's a personal assistant, a house cleaner, or someone to manage their investments. And what do they do with all that freed up time? They invest in themselves. They learn new skills, network with other successful people, and explore new opportunities. They use their time to build businesses, pursue passions, and create a life of freedom and flexibility. This isn't about being lazy, it's about being strategic. It's about understanding that your time is precious and using it wisely. So, next time you're about to make a purchase, ask yourself, will this save me time? And can I use that time to grow? That's the mindset shift. Let's talk about money. Now, I know for a lot of people, money represents security, freedom, the ability to live a comfortable life, and those are all valid feelings. But here's the thing, to most people, money is the end goal, it's what they're chasing. But the 1%, they see money differently. To them, money isn't the finish line, it's a tool, it's a lever, a way to gain freedom, options, and security. It's a resource to be used, not hoarded. Think about it. You wouldn't just keep a hammer in your toolbox and never use it, right? You use it to build, to create, to fix things. Money is the same way. The wealthy don't save money just to watch it sit in a bank account. They save to invest, to start businesses, to create more wealth. They're not afraid to put their money to work, to take calculated risks, and to explore opportunities that others might shy away from. They see money as a servant, not a master. And that's a crucial difference. So instead of thinking, how much money can I make? Start asking yourself, what can I do with my money to create more freedom and opportunity? That's how the 1% think. Now let's talk about risk. It's a scary word, right? It conjures up images of losing everything, of making the wrong move, of failing. And it's true, risk can be scary. But it's also an essential part of building wealth. You see, poor and middle-class mindsets often fear loss. They focus on what could go wrong, on protecting what they have, even if it's not much. But wealthy mindsets, they fear missed opportunities. The 1% understand this truth. Avoiding all risk is the biggest risk of all. Think about it. If you never take a chance, if you never step outside your comfort zone, you'll never know what you're truly capable of achieving. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and gamble your life savings away. That's not what I'm talking about. The wealthy, they don't just take risks blindly, they take calculated risks. They do their research, they analyze the potential downsides, they surround themselves with experts and mentors, and then they take action. They understand that not every risk will pay off, but the ones that do can be life-changing. So instead of letting fear hold you back, start looking for opportunities to step outside your comfort zone. Take calculated risks, learn from your mistakes, that's how you grow. Let's be honest, most people, they trade their time for money. They work for a paycheck, and when they stop working, the paycheck stops. That's the traditional model. But the rich, they think differently. They understand that true wealth isn't about how much money you earn, it's about what you own. The rich focus on ownership, not just income. They don't just want a salary, they want assets. They want to own businesses that generate passive income, investments that appreciate in value, intellectual property that pays royalties, and real estate that provides cash flow. They understand that when you own assets, your money works for you, even when you're not working. Think about it. When you own a rental property, you're essentially getting paid while you sleep. When you own a business, you have the potential to earn far more than you ever could working for someone else. Now, building ownership takes time and effort. It requires a different mindset, a willingness to learn, and a long-term vision. But the rewards are well worth it. So instead of just focusing on your next paycheck, start thinking about how you can build ownership. How can you create assets that generate income, even when you're not actively working? That's the key to building lasting wealth. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything now, but the wealthy, they understand that true wealth isn't built overnight. It's built over time, through patience, discipline, and a long-term vision. While many people chase quick wins and overnight success, the wealthy think in decades. They're not trying to get rich this week or even this year. They're building habits, relationships, and systems that will pay off for life. They understand that building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. They're willing to delay gratification, to make sacrifices in the short term, to achieve their long-term goals. They're not swayed by market fluctuations or get-rich-quick schemes. They stay focused on their vision and trust the process. They think in terms of legacy, not lottery. They're not just building wealth for themselves, they're building it for their families, their communities, and future generations. So, instead of looking for shortcuts, focus on building a solid foundation. Invest in yourself, your education, your relationships, develop good financial habits, be patient, be consistent, the results will come. So, there you have it. 5 ways the top 1% think differently about money, risk, and opportunity. And the best part, these are not secrets. These are mindsets, strategies, and habits that anyone can adopt. If you want to think like the rich, start with your mindset. Buy time, use money as a tool, take calculated risks, focus on ownership, and most importantly, play the long game. That's how the 1% thinks, and now, you can too. If you got value from this video, tap the like button. It tells YouTube to show this to more people. Subscribe if you're ready to learn how to build wealth the smart way. And comment below. Mindset shift if you're ready to start thinking like the top 1%.